Hello and welcome to Tuesday's programme. I'm Kylie Pentelow.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. Coast Guards are warning of the dangers of newly created giant sand dunes on a popular Cornish beach that are so big they've been described as sand cliffs.
People aren't aware that the new landscapes could collapse at any point. Steve Hardy has the story.
Well, let's cross to Portreath, a few miles south of Crantock, and join Grace Pascoe. Grace, the recent storms caused significant problems, and as Steve said there are more storms forecast. Are people there prepared for more bad weather to come? Well, let's move on to other news now. And a man found dead at a house in Exeter has now been officially identified. Police were called.
Residents in Yalmton in South Devon were evacuated from their homes this morning because of a toxic barn fire. People in the
A road in Plymouth was evacuated earlier after workers dug up a suspected unexploded bomb. It was found. Now, NHS trusts are still paying out millions of pounds in damages to victims of medical mistakes which happened more than 2 decades ago.
In the past 5 years, the Royal Cornwall Hospital's NHS Trust has paid out more than £5 million, including legal fees, for mistakes made before April 1995. It's among the highest payouts for historic mistakes in England. Karen Bell has this report. Well, we will be discussing the wider winter health crisis on this evening's West Country debate. David Wood is the host of that programme. He's in Westminster for us. David, you've been looking at the current state of our hospitals. How are they coping?
John T, a lot of...
Next tonight, people living in a Somerset village have told ITV News they're angry about controversial plans to turn part of the A358 into a dual carriageway, saying it'll cause major traffic problems. And you're watching ITV News here in the West Country. Plenty more still to come on tonight's programme before 6:30, including...
And after our programme, the ITV News will continue with the national and international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details.
But next tonight on our programme, this week is officially Work From Home Week. It's a campaign to encourage both firms and workers to consider the possible benefits of a more flexible approach to where they work.
Well, the South West has the highest proportion of home workers in the UK, with 1 in 12 of us staying at home to work. Kevin Ashford has this report.
Well, there we go. We could apply to
Just
work from home.
Sending an email now, flexible working.
Do you think that would work for us?
Not unless there's a studio in the bottom of the garden.
Oh,
like
you
that.
know, broadcasting from the sofa, that'd work.
We'll see, maybe next week. Now, it's been quite a day for one group of children in Yeovil as they celebrated the opening of their brand new school.
Yeah, at the moment the class have the run of the whole school, but in years to come their numbers will swell to meet rising demand in the town. Richard Lawrence has the story. Well, they look happy about it anyway. We're staying in schools now, and do you think you could make a whole meal out of ingredients costing less than £1.30? Well, that's in fact what school chefs taking part in a competition to become the best in the South West have been doing.
Yeah, chefs from schools in Dorset, Devon and Somerset were given a variety of tasks, including cooking a 2-course feast in just 90 minutes. Ellie Barker watched the action unfold.
That looked yummy, didn't it?
For £1.30 as well.
Very good stuff. I'm hungry watching that. It's time for the weather now, and we heard, well, we saw Grace there, didn't we, getting blown about, and in Steve's report, this more weather, bad weather to come. Tell us about it, Bob.
Well, of course, Kylie, the one big one.
OK, Bob, thanks very much indeed. And before we go, let's give you a reminder of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening. And
that's it from all of us this evening. I'll be back, though, with the late news at the usual time of 10:30.
After the break, the ITV News will continue with Mary Nightingale. But from all of us here, have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.